All right. Let's get to it. I guess the first question we want to ask is who are the Falcons going to play in the first round of the playoffs? Because we're definitely going now. Yeah, right. Falcons are up 26-0 over the Carolina Panthers. I am the Bone Crusher, and welcome as we join this game well in progress. About 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And this is also a reaction call-in show. We're not going to hyper-focus on the play-by-play. I mean, we're going to be aware of it, but we want to open up the phone lines. And I know A-Bomb's going to call in, and I didn't even test to make sure my audio was working right. So hopefully I'll be able to hear him when he calls in. So we'll take a quick peek at that. I don't see why. No. I don't see why. No. Testing 1 2. I don't see why. Alright, A-Bomb is informing that he's paused the game to sync up with us. Alright, A-Bomb is informing that the audio working on my end before you call in, A-Bomb, so sync up with us. And Kelly, if you're popping in, we want to know about your kidney stone. I guess she doesn't want to talk about it. All right, I think we are set up here for taking phone calls, so we'll officially open up the phone lines right now. As the Falcons making some noise on the field just now. Apparently a big defensive stop. Let's see what that was. All right, well, Atlanta defense throwing the shutout right now. Sergeant Gibby is in the house. Yeah, the Falcons are not going to lose this. The Falcons are going to win this, and as A-Bomb mentioned earlier today on Facebook Messenger, we are mathematically still in this. And there's so much left of the season to play. The fact that we're using that statement just proves how horrible our team's been doing this year. But man, been on a tear since been really motivated since beating New Orleans last week. They're playing passionately today, and they're all playing for their jobs basically. 678-744-9722 if you want to call into the show. And every now and then it doesn't ring right, so if you're in the dugout and it rings and no one answers, let us know. Okay. So the Falcons poised to go 3-7 on the season. Means we'll need to win another 6 in a row after today. We're in a break right now. So why don't we go check out some stats while we're in the break and waiting for A-Bomb to call in. Matt Ryan is 18 for 25 today with 255 yards and 1 touchdown. Very solid performance so far. And also passing today for the Falcons, Kenjon Barner, 1 for 1 with a 3-yard pass. Kenjon Barner also 2 carries for 15 yards. Brian Hill, 8 carries for 9 yards. Oleson, Qadree. How do you pronounce that? Kadri Allison. Yeah, I was out walking on the beach during a lot of this game. He's had 2 carries for 5 yards. Keith Smith with a carry. Matt Ryan's carried. Julio Jones has carried. All these people have touched the ball rushing, and we really had a very slow day rushing. All right. Now back to the game here. The Falcons have it. Fake handoff to Hill and a pitch out to Julio Jones, who's going to try to turn the corner and is not able to turn the corner. So it's 2nd and 13 for the Falcons. I formation. There's a handoff. Picks up a couple. So bring up 3rd and about 8. Probably going to see the Falcons play quite conservatively from this point out. All right, let me go log into Facebook, see where A-Bomb be at. Matt Ryan's going to work out the shotgun on 3rd and 11. Under pressure, he goes down. Right. Falcons will have to punt here. 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 17. Punting from about midfield. Going to try to coffin corner that. Fair catch around the 9er. Thumbs up for the live stream, boys. There's someone doing play-by-play. I guess he's a Panthers fan. That's my guess. He's got a nicer screen than I do. All right. Get a few more stats here from the Falcons. And we saw Ridley today with a receiving touchdown. He's got 6 receptions for 98 yards. Julio Jones, 6 receptions for 91 yards. Russell Cage, 2 receptions for 32 yards. Justin Hardy had a couple receptions. And 3 other Falcons players had a reception. So really spreading that around. And Adrian Claiborne on our defensive side with 2 sacks on the day. Beasley and McKinley each also with a sack. And the Falcons have racked up 1, 2, 3 interceptions on the day. Ricardo Allen, Trufant, and Devondre Campbell each with a pick. Impressive. Now, what about that kick return or the punt return for a touchdown? Speaking of impressive. All right, we are in a break. We'll be right back with more Atlanta Falcons march to the Super Bowl when we come back. It is sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Go click on Sports Fans. We're also sponsored by The Masked Singer on Fox. And as always, if you're watching this game on TV, go ahead and pause your TV for probably about 30 seconds or so to sync us up. We are expecting a phone call from A-Bomb at 678-744-9722. And our phone lines are open during the course of this game. And, of course, we're going to give you the play-by-play, but we're not going to be quite as hyper-focused on the play-by-play as usual, so we can open up the phone lines for folks. Short running gain for the Panthers there. Brings us up 2nd and 8 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Falcons up 26-0. Let me get that scoreboard back. And we have an incoming call to the studio. And welcome to the program, co-host extraordinaire, moderator at large, A-Bomb. All right, hang on, A-Bomb. I don't have your audio coming through just yet. Let me see what's going on. There, I had the producer jumping down my back, but I think we got you on now.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to be on.
All right, what is going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, it's feeling good up here in Metro Atlanta. I'm on the last day of a 10-day vacation, and you know that. I saw you guys last week. Here it is, Sunday, November 17th. I will be back to work tomorrow. But it's been a good 10 days off. Recharged the batteries, feeling good, made it down to Florida, sucked on the battery acid, got recharged. I'm ready to go back to work. Whoa. Hoo-ah.
You're ready to crush it. That's what's up. Now, did you ever, I know every time you come here, I tell you to go get some souvenirs for the people you work with. Stop by our dollar souvenir store. Get some shells and some nice island gear and just PCB swag. Did you pick up anything for your coworkers?
I did not, and I feel bad because you mentioned the place. You left me a voicemail or something on, text or whatever saying, here's where that souvenir store is, and I still didn't make it there. I feel bad about that.
Well, hey, maybe you don't like your coworkers. Fuck them.
But, I'll definitely hit it up next time. What are some of the things that you can get in there?
Well, souvenir-wise, they have very large shells. You could tell someone you pulled these right out of the Gulf yourself, but some really killer shells, some great island jewelry, like some shark tooth necklaces. There's some island bead jewelry that looks real salt life that your coworkers might like.
Well, that's all very cool. And indeed that I actually did give one of my coworkers. I have one who, who goes down to Panama City. She's been going in there probably for the last 30 years on a regular basis. I've given her a couple of best paintings, a couple of those mini paintings, as well as a decorated shell. So now I know exactly where you're coming from, and this woman really loves that stuff. And so next time I go down there, I'm going to get something for the whole group.
There you go. A hero.
Right, the office hero. Let's get it all, everybody's cube. Let's see it all in your cubes, each souvenir that I brought.
Souvenir coffee mugs? What the fuck? It's just $1.
Exactly. And also, Kratom, if that's your thing, they've got that down there too.
Well, who do you think the Falcons are going to play in the Super Bowl this year?
Well, I hope we can win this game and just keep on winning. We did not play a single division opponent until, I want to say, last week when we took on the New Orleans Saints and beat them, in pretty spectacular fashion. Hopefully we're going to do the same thing to the Carolina Panthers. Today we're up 26-0 there. And next week, man, I don't even know who our opponent is. I wonder who our opponent is next week. It's surely an NFC South opponent, so it means either Tampa Bay. I bet we're going to play Tampa Bay next week. I'm just going to throw that out there. And while we're in a commercial break here, I'll also throw this out here. And this is A-Bomb with you, and you know that I do my little show called Coast to Coast, and we bring you Atlanta sports. The Atlanta Hawks will be playing the Milwaukee Bucks Wednesday night, and that is a 7:40 Eastern Time tip-off, and I plan on having that one for you.
There you have it. A-Bomb bringing you Hawks Wednesday night on Coast to Coast. Another reason to subscribe to his channel. You can just hit the information button on the top right of your screen to get over there and subscribe to him.
Right, and the Hawks, by the way, are playing in L.A. tonight. They're taking on the Lakers, who are 10-2. That's a 9:30 Eastern tip-off. I will not have that one for you, but let's see if the Hawks can pull up the big upset against the Lakers tonight in L.A.
I might have to watch a little bit of that.
And we're back, and Crusher has 2nd and 10 for you for the Panthers.
Panthers down 26-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Allen out of the shotgun. No running backs, all receivers. They got a lot of ground to make in a short time to get there. Short pass, gain of 5. All these running backs that have touched the ball for the Falcons today, I don't know hardly any of these names. There's a lot of different names.
Well, right, that's right, because we know that, we lost the services of our top 2 running backs tonight. So Brian Hill, has gotten his first NFL start, and he's probably had a very mediocre game so far, but we have not heard it all from Freeman. We've not heard it all from Ito Smith. They're both injured and not playing at all today.
Brian Hill, 9 carries for 11 yards, and Kenjon Barner also playing today.
Right, and he's actually had a big day today. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers, and they are in the shadows of the Falcons' goalposts.
Panthers in the red zone. Falcons trying to keep the shutout intact. That's the kind of momentum. I mean, did we shut out the Saints last week?
It was not a shutout, but it was no touchdown scored.
Okay. No touchdown. So let's keep that touchdown less streak alive. And Carolina into the end zone, incomplete, broken up in the end zone. They'll bring a 3rd down for the Panthers.
3rd and 7 coming up, 3rd and goal from the 7.
Not like the Falcons defense needs more motivation. Their jobs are on the line, the season's on the line, much less a touchdown shutout streak on the line. But anything you can find to get a little extra motivation in a game like this, you use it.
Here's the 3rd and 7 play, and that one's going to be broken up, and it's 4th down.
Well, they're probably going to have to go for a touchdown here. Well, let's see what they're going to do. Yeah, you got to go for a touchdown, but I think they're going to go for a field goal.
I got to say big props to you and producer Beth. Last week I enjoyed my time down in Panama City Beach. Look forward to coming back soon.
Yeah, I had a nice time at the Casa Loma. Enjoyed the festivities there.
Indeed, yeah, man, that's sweet. That was really nice. Even though I was the only one in there, it was still, it's nice having that extra room. Really,
the
really
Rockstar Suite.
It added to that that trip for sure.
Oh. My game is frozen up. All right. Got 3 in the box. Make sure you guys smash the like. It's the smash and pound show. Smash like and pound the sub.
And indeed, I was correct. Next Sunday, November 24th, 1 o'clock in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, I will probably be able to get that as a local game here. That's always a benefit. I'm having to watch this over this game on the internet.
Okay, well, I will plan on doing that game for you, all of you fans of Coast to Coast.
The Falcons march into the Super Bowl, man. 2 wins in a row. This feels good. I mean, I feel like we're unstoppable now.
Well, you know how much we all hate the Buccaneers and their retarded fan base. It'll be nice if they come into Atlanta next week and we administer the beatdown.
Yeah, there was some drunk ass retardo Tampa fans that game we went to. An embarrassment to the franchise, really.
It was. That was the game we went to with his Maliveness, and then just a few years ago, you and I went to a different Tampa Bay game up in Atlanta, and the Falcons lost that game. In fact, we lost both of those games. We lost the one back in '02 with that retarded fan there, and then we lost the one about 3 or 4 years ago. That one was back in the, 2016 season maybe. Like that, a couple of years ago, but you came up and we hit the Falcons game that day.
We are in a break right now. The Falcons are up 26-0 on the Panthers, and this is what winning feels like. It's been a while for the Falcons.
Yes.
And it's got me believing that we could still make a go of things.
Right. I mean, we're mathematically still alive in this. And, a couple more wins, and, if we can string another couple more wins together, we'll be even more, we'll be better than mathematically alive for this.
All right. Correction, we're up 26-3, but the Falcons' defense touchdown shutout continues. If we can keep Drew Brees out of the end zone, we can keep anybody out of the end zone.
Whoever this guy is, Drew Young or something. Yeah. All right, we're back. And back to Bone Crusher for the play-by-play.
1st and 10, and we're going to hand off. No gain there. That gets the clock running with 12:50 left to go. I didn't see any of that tryout that NFL had, that real quick impromptu tryout with what's his name?
Right, that happened yesterday. Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
And his tryout in Atlanta, did not really get the outcome of that yet.
That was a weird situation. They ended up having it at a high school so the media could show up and see it because the NFL refused to tape it.
Yeah, the whole thing was all bizarre, really screwy.
Yeah.
Really hard to understand what the whole thought process was behind that whole thing. I'm sure we'll get the results of that and maybe a little clarity on exactly why that whole thing went down coming up next week, and hopefully I can bring that to you on Coast to Coast on Wednesday when the Hawks come back to town.
Yeah, that is a weird situation. And Ridley catches that ball for a first down. Laser beam, really having a great day today.
Laser beam us in for a better variety of today's best music.
Laser 100.5. Ridley with 8 receptions, 143 yards today, and a touchdown. And there's another one from Ridley.
Oh, yeah. On 3rd and 1, he catches that reception for a gain, I'd say about 30.
Man. The Falcons are not going to just say, let's run it and eat up the clock. They're like, we're playing well now. Let's keep doing the same thing. We don't mean to run up the score on the Panthers. We just need to continue to execute. We can't just shut it down.
Exactly. We're not just going to sit on the ball at this point. There's too much time left. Matt Ryan has hit the 300-yard mark, by the way. He's 20 for 27 for an even 300.
Wow.
So we've got a game break from Minnesota. The Denver Broncos are up 23-13 over the Vikings. 10 minutes left in the fourth. Back to you, Bone Crusher.
Score sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Shout out to Hitman 3000 in the dugout. So is Sergeant Gibby.
Yes.
We're on the phone with our moderator A-Bomb as Matt Ryan. It gets ready. 2nd and 10, and we might have a timeout on the field. Yeah.
And we do have a timeout. So it's been a pleasure hanging out here on Bone Crusher's show. The phone lines are wide open, by the way, so make sure to give us a call here at 678-744-9722 and come bring your hot takes here to the Bone Crusher show. A-Bomb's going to check out here. Once again, such a pleasure being on, Crusher. I'm going to hang up and listen, and hopefully we'll get some good calls on the way here on your show. And go Falcons! A-Bomb out.
All right, that was moderator at large, A-Bomb from the hit show Coast to Coast. And yeah, the phones are open, 678-744-9722. The Hitman 3000 says the Falcons will blow it some way, somehow. Well, I don't think they're going to blow this game, but at some point they are probably going to blow any mathematical opportunity of getting into the playoffs. That's almost guaranteed, but 2 games in a row is a winning streak, and that feels good for these poor Atlanta Falcons fans. And meanwhile, Sergeant Gibby raving about our amazing bullpen for the Braves. The Braves still working things in the offseason. I don't know if we're going to bring Donaldson back. We made him a preliminary offer of $17 million, which he turned down. Yeah. The Braves are content to nickel and dime. But when you're owned by a bank, that's going to happen. All right. Now look at the stats while we're in a break here. Matt Ryan, as A-Bomb mentioned, has just hit the 300-yard mark in this game. 20 out of 27 with a touchdown. We had a punt return for a touchdown. And 4 sacks so far for the Atlanta defense. Now we'll take a look at the Panthers. Kyle Allen, 23 out of 39 with 250 yards and 3 interceptions. McCaffrey, 14 carries with 70 yards rushing. He also leads the team in receiving with 83 yards. All right, Matt Ryan passes complete over the middle for a short gain. They'll probably bring him third and about 6. 678-744-9722, toll free in North America to get in on the Bone Crusher show. So we are in the 4th quarter of this Falcons slaughtering of the Panthers as we march to the playoffs. We are probably the best 2-7 team in the league right now. Ryan with a quick pass out to the sidelines, and the receivers tightrope walks the sideline for the first down. This guy's like 3rd pass of the year. Who is that long-haired country boy? Yes, the phone number is on your screen to get into the show, 744-9722. First and 10 for the Falcons. Handoff up the gut for a about 4-yard gain. As I'm getting some buffering from the NFL Network, so that may interfere if you are synced to us. So we do apologize on that. 6 in the huddle. Welcome aboard, everybody. Make sure you crush the like and pound the sub. It's the Pound and Crush show. Man, I gotta get to the pharmacy and get a refill of my Flomax. And if I don't have enough Flomax, I mean, the chances of me actually, making the pee into the toilet, that's 60%. All right, 2nd and 7. Falcons handoff at the 11. And this buffering sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Falcons turn the corner and get down about the 3. First down. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my screen. See if that'll help with my buffering. That's great. NFL Network's feed is locked up. Like a young man in prison for the first time. Thank you for the audio visual check, A-Bomb. And I apologize. NFL Network feed has shut down just as the Falcons about to get into the end zone. So let's see if we can get a new feed established. Yeah, well, we're going to rely on the folks in the huddle for some play-by-play right now. Or if anybody wants to call into the show while we reestablish our connection with the NFL's satellite feed. Because I am flying blind at the moment. I cannot fly the ball. All right. We'll be back here shortly. Here it comes. I think we're going to have it in a second. No, denied. Well, okay, let's see what has happened. What has transpired? 2nd goal at the Carolina 11 for the Falcons. Matt Ryan up to 311 yards passing. 1 touchdown. Let's see if he's an add to that. .713 remaining in this game. Falcons up 26-3. 2nd goal at the Carolina 11. All right, we're going to have to switch satellites. That is a no-go. No-go on SatStar 1. Bring up SatStar East. All right, 4th and goal at the Carolina 11. So we're probably going to have to bring out the field goal unit. Koo has missed one today. And it wasn't a long one either. And if we can't get the satellite connection reestablished, we may have to call it a day. Brian Hill got to start at running back today. 14 carries, only 29 yards. So definitely some worry on our running department. Yeah. And Falcons, the field goal is good. So we take a 29-3 lead with 7:01 left in the game. And the Panthers will have it next when we come back. The weather's pretty good in PCB. Sunny 60s. There's going to be another chilly night tonight. Well, we do want to apologize for the issues with SatStar 1 and SatStar East. We've lost our connection with the NFL network and our uplink stream. So we're going to have to terminate this broadcast, but I want to thank everyone for coming by, and it looks like the Falcons got this one well in hand anyway. Appreciate our moderator, A-Bomb, for visiting as well. We'll get a subscriber check before we walk out of here. Looks like we are holding tight at 211 subs. Subs. I could go for a sub. All right, Falcons rise up. And make sure you check out A-Bomb's coverage of the Fox on Wednesday night. Bruce Best, everyone, Peace out.